Hello everyone and welcome to Victoria's Cantina. Today we're having a look at the Hasbro Star Wars The Black Series 3¾ inch scale Captain Cassian Andor. This is the Walmart exclusive action figure, which I have not seen in stores and had to order off Walmart.com and have it shipped to my local store for free pickup. Packaging is the same Black Series style we've seen before. The figure is prominently displayed within. You can see his 3-piece weapon, an image there on bottom of the character. Side of the box gives you a little peek inside at the figure. The opposite side is red, and at the back there is the same render of the character that we saw in front. Look at that handsome guy. And then some information about the character. An accomplished Alliance intelligence officer, Captain Cassian Andor commands respect from his rebel troops with his ability to keep a cool head under fire and complete his missions with minimal resources, such as his blaster. Because there's nothing like a blaster pointed at point blank range into your back, to keep your head cool under fire and stuff. So here at the top, that's basically it. That's the bottom. Okay, I'm going to get the figure opened up. When we come back, we'll take a closer look at Captain Cassian Andor. All right, you guys, now here is the figure out of the packaging. And, initially when I saw photos of this guy online, I was kind of afraid of what the final product was going to look like because it just didn't look very good. In person, it's not so bad, especially the outfit. The outfit looks really nice. The physique is pretty good, looks more or less like he did in the film. The costume also looks like it did in the film, which is pretty important. And being a Black Series figure, he does have a good bit of articulation and his accessory. Here's Cassian up close and personal. And the face. It's okay, I guess. Let's get a closer look. The sculpt looks like it's mostly there. The hair looks really good. The hair looks perfect, actually. But this might be one of those things where the paint isn't translated very well into the final figure, because I actually ordered 2 of this guy so I could compare him and then return the one that wasn't as good. And this was the better of the 2. The other one his beard was kind of off or something, so I kept this one. And it looks okay. The eyes look pretty good. They're painted nicely anyway, but it looks almost kind of cartoonish the way that they did it. Like the beard doesn't look too bad, but it's just kind of weird. Like the goatee part of the beard's really dark, and then the rest of it looks kind of, I don't know, kind of sprayed on or something. The skin tone's also too light. This is a Mexican actor, which generally, he would have a little bit of a darker skin tone, at least going by the film. So they didn't get that quite right. So I don't know. I don't think it looks terrible. I just don't think it looks as good as it should. Like those eyebrows too, they look a little bit too perfect, too arched. Again, it doesn't look bad. It just should look a lot better. I guess that's how I'll phrase it. But again, the hair looks just right. And actually, when you kind of look at him from an angle like that, he doesn't look so bad. Yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think it's almost there, but it's not quite there. It's not really what I would say is good. It's merely okay. It's passable, but it should have been better. Rest of the costume looks really nice. I really like the look of the jacket. Now with the 6-inch version, they kind of gave it a little bit of a wash to kind of make it look more leathery. They didn't do that with this one. It's just basically brown. And I like the jacket though. It looks nice. It's got a nice sculpt to it. The arms look good. I like this little textured stripe there on the sides of his arms. I don't really like how the arms stick out like that though. We see this quite a bit with the Black Series with ball jointed shoulders, where the arms just kind of stick out like that. So that's just kind of one of those things. The shirt underneath looks really nice. It's kind of like an off-white color. Pants look good. They're tan, good color. He's got a belt underneath, and he's got a separately sculpted belt with an attached holster that is permanently affixed to the figure, so you're not going to remove that. And then the boots look pretty good as well. Peg holes on bottom. So yeah, aesthetically speaking, he does look really good as a figure. Just the face, it's just not quite as good as it should be. Now in the way of articulation, we get a ball joint here at the head. It moves side to side really well. You can get it down a little bit. You can get it up very slightly. Not too much movement. Ball hinging at both of these shoulders. There's no obstruction. They're very good at moving. He's got bends and swivels at both of these elbows, and they have very nice movement to them. Here at the wrists, bends and swivels as well. This one goes forward and back. The other one goes forward and back as well. He's got a ball joint here at the diaphragm, and you can swivel it pretty well, but up or down doesn't really do anything. So that's kind of a bummer. Here at the hips, he does have those weird Hasbro joints that the basic figures often have. So it's kind of a weird thing to move it. But, you can get your full splits on it, which is good. But then when you want to move it forward, you kind of got to rotate it so that joint faces forward, and then you can move it forward like that. But then you got to accommodate it by swiveling that thigh. So, just one of those things. It's not as natural as on a 6-inch figure, but, it can be done. And then, of course, you get that swivel there at the thigh. You get ball hinging at both of the knees, and good movement there. And then here at the ankle, you get your swivel, and you can bend it forward and back. Unfortunately, they did not paint that hinge the color of the boot. They painted the color of the pants for who knows why. So that does look a little bit strange. And there's also no rocker swivel present. Now for the weapon, it's the same kind that we got with the Black Series Jin or so, and also the 6-inch Cassian Andor from the Target 3-pack. It's basically a collapsible weapon. If you've seen the film, which you probably have if you're watching this video, it's one of those things where it can be just a regular blaster right here. And if you have it in the regular blaster configuration, then you can put it into his very large looking holster right there, just like that. Fits in very nicely. But if you wanted to have it in the sniper configuration, then you would need to attach pieces to it. So back here, we would have, it looks like, goes in like that. Oop, upside down. Goes in like that. And then here at the front, this is the front part. You just plug it in like this. Like that. So now you have a sniper configured rifle, and it looks pretty good. Now, here's the obligatory comparison between this figure along with the 6-inch version. That's the Target exclusive 3-pack version. And I remember seeing an interview with Diego Luna around the time that Rogue One came out, and he saw this figure. Somebody gave it to him, and he said that it looked a little too buff. So comparing that to the 3 3/4-inch figure, they have about the same proportions. So by that logic, I guess the Black Series one for the smaller scale is also a little bit too buff. They look pretty similar though. So if you already have the 6-inch one, basically you can expect the same thing from the smaller one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so there you have it. This is the Hasbro Star Wars, the Black Series, Captain Cassian Andor, 3 3/4-inch scale, Walmart exclusive action figure. Overall, you guys, it's kind of a mixed bag. I mean, I kind of feel like the positives outweigh the negatives. And the positives are that the costume looks really good. The physique is more or less there. The articulation, for the most part, is good, and he has a nice accessory. The negatives would be that the likeness, it just isn't quite there. It's not a terrible looking face. It just doesn't look quite right. Also, he doesn't have rocker swivels, so he is a little bit hard to stand. So if you're collecting the 3 3/4-inch Black Series line, or you liked Rogue One, then, you really need to have Captain Cassian Andor in your collection because, well, you just do. It's not a bad figure by any means, but it could use some work before it is perfected. For the most part, I like it. I just hope that going forward, Hasbro does a better job with their human characters. Alright, my friends, if you've enjoyed this video, do give us a like, do subscribe, let me know your thoughts down below. Be sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and as always, I would like to thank you for tuning in to Victoria's Cantina. Until next time, bye-bye.